I didn't really have an internship. If a customer comes to your website and doesn't कुछ मिला तो वो कभी नहीं आएगा वापस
कि यहाँ पर होता ही नहीं है.
यहाँ पे होता ही नहीं है. And then it's very difficult to win that customer back. It's your choice. You always get sellers first on the platform, set the right expectations, and then bring the buyers on the platform.
कॉलेज का नेटवर्क आपने कैसे ब्रेक करा?
Make a transaction. Suddenly, the entire world is talking about diversity hiring, saying that I have a list of 50, 60, 100 really exciting internships that your students can apply to. And then second wave of COVID was tough. Business was coming down. Team was really struggling.
What were certain aspects that you learned about business from your civil engineering background?
I didn't have the technical skills to build a website. You need to have a technology team and co-founder with you in-house from day one. For a non-technical founder, ना हमारी wishlist बहुत बड़ी होती है. While in reality, what customers need is only this much.
कस्टमर को ब्लैंकेट दे देंगे, कस्टमर को हेडफोन दे देंगे, लेकिन what the customer really paid for was on being time.
Let's talk about from company side. When recession happens,
What was your first internship?
I can give credit to that experience. One is mental math.
How do you figure out the right pricing of the product?
Pricing is an art. They are willing to pay whatever they need to pay to get the right talent. Successful negotiation is where both the parties walk away from the table feeling they have won.
What are some uniquest insight about the job market, especially in India?
It's about how big a pain point it is. We needed interns, and startups also very close-knit communities. And that's where I realized with startups is where the supply of internships will come from. When you're 26, you think you can change the world, and you actually can change the world. One day, I'll go and meet Mr. Ratan Tata. That email generated so much companies demand about internship. Pure luck hai na, because nobody planned for it. Vikram joining as a business manager and then becoming a CTO is a pure luck. That same email that went to alumni also resulted in that email from IBM saying that we want to set up a page on your website telling about our training program, which funded the bill for next 2 years. If I could go back, I would have chosen a name which was
Greetings, everyone. In this edition of Exploring Minds, we have the founder of Internshala, Sarvesh, who studied civil engineering at IIT Madras. Then he worked at firms like Capital One, Eviva, and then startup bug bitten him when he started this company in 2010. Right now, Internshala has provided internships to more than 3 lakh students. I'm very excited for this because ये company है जो सारे students का जो pain होता है उसको solve करती है. Idea behind this podcast is to learn things that are not being taught in our colleges. A lot of students who want to build a marketplace, who want to build a business, they face problems कि pricing कैसे ठीक करें, हम first clients को कैसे लेके आएं, हम technology कैसे build करें. I believe this podcast can give you insight into those aspects. Intern, जैसा आप बोलते हो, it's like a dating or a first, understanding of your career.
third before different careers.
Yes. What was your first internship and what was your first career stint and what was some learnings that had a impressionable thing on you?
So if I define internship in a formal setup, then I didn't have an internship when I was studying myself. So I was studied 5 years engineering
IIT
course at IIT Madras. And at the end of 4th year, we had a summer school at IIM Ahmedabad, where we went and studied about various infrastructure projects. So I had a dual degree, BTech in civil engineering and masters in infrastructure. So we had at the end of 4th year, we had a summer school, which was about various infrastructure projects in power, transportation, ports, and various case studies. So that's what we really did as a summer experience. I didn't really have an internship, so to speak, while I was studying in college. But then I come from a business family, and my father runs a departmental store back down in Rajasthan. Navalgarh mein.
What is Navalgarh most famous for?
Navalgarh is most famous for its Havelis. So the Shekhawati belt is famous for its Havelis.
ठीक है.
And it's also famous for the एक sweet होती है पेड़ा and Rajbhog. All these Dalmias, Birlas, Siksarias, Poddars, all of them came from that belt. So Poddar family set up the first school in 1922, secondary school in Rajasthan back then. So it is also known as the education hub in the area.
Got it.
That's what. So going back to Navalgarh, so my father is a business Marwari family. Has a department store है, एक oil mill है, and वहाँ पे family में trend ही होता है कि by the time you are 5th 6th standard
आपको लगा देते
काम पे, है ना, कि जाओ दुकान पे बैठ जाओ for 2 घंटा, and then you deal with the customers, and I think 2-3 things that really I can give credit to that experience is one is mental math. बिकॉज वहाँ पे कोई कैलकुलेटर लेके बैठता नहीं है, कंप्यूटर लेके बैठता नहीं है. तो एंड कस्टमर विल कम एंड से कि चलो आधा किलो चाय, 1 किलो चने की दाल, 1 किलो कुछ और, एक चाय का पैकेट और एक शैम्पू का बॉटल, एंड ऑल ऑफ दिस इज वर्बल, राइट? एंड यू नो द प्राइस लिस्ट ऑफ ऑल these items in your head, and you just do it in your either on paper or in your mind, and just quickly tell them कि हाँ ये इतना बिल हुआ और देन दे यू अमाउंट 500 का रुपीज़ दिया आपने 373 हुआ, देन यू नो कि 120 रुपीज़ आपको वापस करने हैं।
बिल्कुल।
मेंटल मैथ बहुत स्ट्रांग हो जाती है आपकी। गोइंग बैक टू द ओरिजिनल क्वेश्चन, आई नेवर हैड अ फॉर्मल इंटर्नशिप पर से, but I think I had a long education in real business for several years when I was helping my dad until the time I went to IIT. I was really actively involved in dealing with the customers, Ugahi, and this mental math, selling items from the shop, keeping track of the inventory, all of that, and even accounting, right? So I never formally studied accounting, but I used to manage the books in Tally for my dad's business, right? So all of that sort of played a role in building Internshala.
आपको आइडिया आया था कि आपका दोस्त वाज नॉट एबल टू गेट एन इंटर्नशिप एंड यू लाइक यार ये मिसबैलेंस है कि कंपनीज को टैलेंट चाहिए, और आज भी जब मैं लोगों से पूछता हूँ आपका सबसे बड़ा पेन क्या है, वो बोलते हैं यार अच्छा टैलेंट नहीं मिल रहा, और फिर मैं दोस्तों के पास आता हूँ वो बोलते हैं मेरी इंटर्नशिप नहीं लगती, एंड यू सॉ दिस गैप एंड यू क्रिएटेड अ प्लेटफॉर्म एंड यू ऑलरेडी हैड अ ब्लॉग जहाँ से आपने ट्रैफिक को वो करा। बट व्हाट वाज योर फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट? एंड आई नो द स्टोरी ऑफ योर फर्स्ट क्लाइंट कि आप IBM के पास गए थे और फिर उन्होंने बोला कि यार उनका ही मैसेज आया था दैट IIT मद्रास के नेटवर्क से, एंड यू सेड देम कि चलो 15,000 रुपये दे देना, और फिर उन्होंने 1 मिनट में हाँ कर दिया, तो फिर आपको दर्द हुआ कि यार क्या ज़्यादा भी बोल सकते थे। एग्जैक्टली। हाउ डू यू फिगर आउट द राइट प्राइसिंग ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट एंड हाउ व्हाट वाज द फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट, हाउ डिड इट इवॉल्व ओवर टाइम?
Right. So pricing is an art, and I don't think we have mastered it even now. And I think a lot of it has to do with the exposure and the kind of background that you come from. So I come from a very value-conscious family. I'm a very value for money kind of person myself. तो मुझे in general कोई भी चीज़ महंगे बेचने में खुद को भी डर लगता है, right? So I think that's one thing that your background. But over time, especially in last 12 months, what I realized is कि especially in India now, there's no concept of price. Like this cup, right? Is it worth 50 rupees, 250 rupees? Or 300 rupees, nobody can say. It's about what you believe,
Right.
and how much, with what conviction can you sell this, right? So, and hence, pricing is always an art. It definitely, you definitely need to know about how much does it cost you and what your margins are, but also you need to sort of get a sense on what is it worth to the customer. For example, today when we talk to a startup who wants to buy recruitment subscription on our product, right? We know their paying capacity is limited. And we know that the value they derive is a lot, but the paying capacity is limited. But it's still enough to cover my margins, so I can pitch them a bit differently. But when you go to an enterprise customer, you know कि यार तुम 1.5 लाख बोलो, 2.5 लाख बोलो, 5 लाख बोलो, it's just going to be peanuts, and it won't even appear in the decimal points of their balance sheet, right? It's about how big a pain point it is. That's a lot more important for them.
इनको क्वांटिफाई कैसे करते हो आप?
Again, in the conversation समझ में आ जाता है ना. So you know is you're talking to an enterprise client, and you know, especially an enterprise client, if you call them and they pick up your call immediately and they respond to your emails for them, and they speak to you, you also try to understand what are the for the particular pain point that you're talking to, what are the different channels they've tried. For example, let's say somebody says, I've been so far recruiting from campus, and I would try to say, what is your current process? So they would say, I coordinate with 15 different campuses, I go and visit them, and then I conduct this process. And in your head, you're trying to get a sense on what does it mean in terms of cost per hire for them, right? So there will be cost of the person who goes and visits the campus, the entire panel that goes, and the cost of travel and stay and all of that. And so you try to sort of get a sense on how painful it is. That's one part. Second is how important this is as a business priority for them. For example, it's possible that from a pain point, cost point of view, it's X, but pain point is 3X, 4X.
Give me an example.
So let's say a company has a diversity hiring problem. They want to
Increase the number of
women candidates in their workforce. Now, suddenly, since the entire world is talking about diversity hiring, there is a mandate from the management that it has to be done immediately, right? And now the traditional channels will have a pay scale issue. It will take time for them to build that pipeline and still solid to the cause at which they will do their regular hiring. But in terms of in one go gives them that access, right? So it's there's a sense of urgency also that you can understand. So I think a lot of pricing, is an art, is a negotiation where both of you walk away feeling you're won. Any negotiation where you feel you're won and the customer feels he is lost is actually a loss.
Right.
Nobody's won. Successful negotiation is where both the parties walk away from the table feeling they have won.
Right.
And that's only when the deal will renew, the relation will deepen, etc. But it's really an art.
What was your first product? And how did you figure out that catch-22 वाला situation कि first हम listing लेके आए first, वो कैसे break करा? क्योंकि there are a lot of people who want to build this, but they're very unsure कि एक chicken and egg catch-22 कि जब तक आपके पास पैसा नहीं होगा business start नहीं करोगे, जब तक business start नहीं करोगे तब तक पैसा नहीं होगा. Same for marketplace. जब तक buyers नहीं होंगे तब तक sellers नहीं आएंगे, जब तक sellers नहीं होंगे तब तक buyers नहीं आएंगे. इसको कैसे break करें? And also give us the context कि आपने कैसे नौकरी की चीज Naukri.com संजीव सर का मॉडल समझ के कॉपी करा और वो कैसे आप इवॉल्व कर रहे हो, अभी भी आप सप्लाई डिमांड को कैसे मेंटेन करते हो? व्हाट आर सम लर्निंग्स?
One is this marketplace wala problem is a very common problem. And
Right.
The way we solved it was the first product was blog only. I didn't know how to build a platform. I didn't have the technical skills to build a website, right? So मैंने blog से शुरू कर दिया. And while I thought it would take us a year to get the platform out, it actually took us 3 years to get the platform out. तो 3 साल में वो ब्लॉग के थ्रू इतना हैक करते रहे उस ब्लॉग को, फिर उसमें एक एप्लीकेशन फॉर्म ऐड कर दिया, उसमें एक छोटा सा ATS बना दिया कि लिंक के थ्रू कंपनीज को रिज्यूमे चले जाएं एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट. But the product was blog itself, where I would talk about internship opportunities. The way I solved for a demand and supply, it was what you just said, taking example from Naukri, Sanjeev sir. The way they solved it was they used to take listings from the newspaper, classifieds, and put them on Naukri. So build a repository of opportunities that they could go to the job seekers and say, come to Naukri and look for these jobs. Similarly, for internship also, I found a lot of internships that are available online, but not at one place. I aggregated them at one place, and then went to colleges, saying that I have a list of 50, 60, 100 really exciting internships that your students can apply to. It's a sort of resource that your students can use, and they start coming on the platform. Once they start coming on the platform, then come for companies, it was easy. We already have 5,000 students visiting the blog every week or every month, and if you are looking to hire interns, then they would get the response. And once they got the response, startup community made very close. Then community, you know how many groups we are part of. So many groups that we have in common, right? तो एक जने को सक्सेस मिल जाती है तो बहुत जल्दी वो बात फैल जाती है, and IRIM does obviously help, and that's how the sort of the demand side also got built. But I had asked this question to Prashant also.
1MG?
No, Ease My Trip.
Ease My Trip.
Because they also were the same situation where demand marketplaces where we need travelers and airlines. And his recommendation is you always build the supply first. There's airlines. And you tell them, because if a customer comes to your website and doesn't कुछ मिला तो कभी नहीं आएगा वापस
कि यहाँ पर होता ही नहीं है,
यहाँ पे होता ही नहीं है, and then it's very difficult to win that customer back. But supply के पास, these are businesses. You tell them you're building this marketplace, you set the right expectation, it will take some time for customers to come in, but it's anyway additional business for you. So they will come, right? So if it's a marketplace situation where you have buyers and sellers, Prashant's answer, which I agreed, was you always get the sellers first. Supply first. Because they are happy to wait, and
because they know how businesses work.
They know how businesses work, and for them there's no loss to the business. No,
पहले चल रहा है उनका
exactly extra channel बन रहा है. So you get the sellers first. And when the sellers come on the platform, then you get the buyers. And so that buyers have a choice to make a transaction. And when the transaction happens, sellers are willing to stick with you. And with that data, you can get 2 more sellers on the platform saying that, look, I got 5 sales done for this particular seller. I can get 5 more for you also. So that's how you build the supply. So you always get sellers first on the platform, set the right expectations with them, and then bring the buyers on the platform.
आपने जो supply create करी थी, that was because of your alumni sent emailer to all the alumni of IIT Madras, और वहाँ से एक बहुत अच्छा वो सब. आपने colleges का network कैसे break करा? And how did you identify who is the right decision maker in the colleges? और वो जो college, हर एक college में, क्योंकि तीनों लोगों से मैंने बात करी, how did you hear about intern चला? तीनों लोगों ने बोला कि we heard it from college. So college का network आपने कैसे break करा?
So international was very fortunate in that sense, because on both the sides we had communities. So students are also communities, and startups are also communities, right? So colleges में it was very easy. Every college is a training placement cell.
बिल्कुल.
And whose name is training and placement. But they're only focused on placement because उनके लिए training का time ही नहीं है. So while they are supposed to arrange internships and trainings for their students in the 3rd year, pre-final year, etc., they just अगर वो placement सिखा दे वही बहुत है उनके लिए, right? So for me it was very easy to say who is the training and placement head of each college, and we picked up the best colleges in India, IITs and IIT engineering side के, and उसका भी rational था, which is a very interesting story, and we reached out to them, and they were happy to take our help because they were not doing anything on their own, and they really were struggling to find internship for their students. So there's a free resource which helps their student get internship. They're very happy to circulate the link. So training placement builds, send an email to एंड आई वुड ट्रैक इट कि आज मैंने NIT राउरकेला के TMP से बात करी है, मेल भेजा है, आज मुझे राउरकेला से गूगल एनालिटिक्स में दिख जाएगा कि
इतना ट्रैफिक आ रहा है।
ट्रैफिक आ रहा है ना. सो दैट एंड वंस स्टूडेंट्स गेट दैट इंटर्नशिप, तो हर सीनियर अपने जूनियर को
फैलती भी
बताता है, हॉस्टल में बता देंगे. तो वेरी कम्युनिटी ड्रिवन ऑडियंस दैट वी हैव.
होता है ना इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में, आप बोलते हो कि यार ये मैं बता रहा हूँ, किसी और को मत बता रहा, थोड़ी देर बाद पता चलता है
सबको पता चल जाता है. एग्जैक्टली. तो बिल्कुल वैसा ही कहानी है. तो कॉलेज में तो हर जूनियर जाके सीनियर पूछता ही है ना कि कहाँ से फंड लेने जाता ही है. तो वो बहुत ही ऑर्गेनिक चैनल बन गया हमारे लिए. सो आई थिंक गेटिंग कॉलेजेस वाज इजियर बिकॉज इट वाज ऑलरेडी अ पेन पॉइंट फॉर देम. They were not able to solve it themselves, and for them the placement was a big, major worry, and internship was sort of something nobody was looking after. So here comes Internshala, says that I will help you student get paid internships, right? This type of internship. So they were more than happy to lap it up for free, right? So they were happy. Startup side पे वो IIT Madras ने mail भेज दिया, and we got the lot of emails from the startup founders of IIT Madras, and that's where I realized कि startups is where our audience, where the supply of internships will come from.
क्योंकि मेजॉरिटी बिग कॉर्पोरेट्स won't go for that much amount of intern.
Exactly. And उस टाइम में कल्चर भी नहीं था. The culture was some of the big companies used to go to top 6 IIMs and top 6 IITs for the final placement. Along with the final placement, they also used to hire some interns just so that they can build a talent pipeline. That was only culture and that was there. Frankly speaking, I didn't do any market study on the let's call it supply side, company side, before I started Internshala. When you're 26, 27, you think you can change the world, and you actually can change the world. So मेरे दिमाग में I used to think यार one day ना I'll go and meet Mr. Ratan Tata, who runs Tata Group, and tell him that it's your moral obligation to provide internship to all the 1 million students, and only Tata Group can do that. And that's how I'll get the supply.
आप मिले रतन टाटा सर से बाद में? did you
मेरे को भी कभी नहीं हुआ.
are you trying till still?
अब तो मैं अपने पॉडकास्ट लिए कोशिश कर रहा हूँ उनको लेके आऊँ मैं, है ना. तो बट दैट्स हाउ आई यूज्ड टू थिंक. यार I'll go to Mr. Narayan Murthy and say, look, your obligation is to सारे बच्चों को, everybody keeps saying they're unemployable, but honestly what they need is chance, and they have the fire, etc. So that was my vision कि how will I create supply. But thankfully the startup culture in India was happened at the same time when Internshala got set up, and startups really needed interns, and startups also very close knit communities. तो फिर एक startup ने use किया, they liked it. उन्होंने ग्रुप में पूछा यार, and they used to be how to hire interns, or I'm looking for interns, and there used to be these Yahoo groups back then. तो WhatsApp groups हो गए, Yahoo groups, Google groups होते थे, and I was also part of few, and वहाँ पे बताते रहते थे, and it was word of mouth. So I think very very community driven audience on both the sides.
Two things here. आपने बोला कि इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज को चूज करने के लिए एक इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी थी. क्या इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी थी?
तो इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी ये थी, इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज चूज करने पे स्टोरी थी कि हमने IIT चूज क्यों किया वर्सेस से Tier 2 Tier 3 कॉलेज, जहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम मोर बहुत ही सीवियर है एंड परवर्स है. सो वी रियलाइज्ड कि कंपनीज आल्सो वुड कम ओनली दे फाइंड क्वालिटी टैलेंट. if they don't get the quality talent, they won't come back, right? And hence it is important that we build the demand or the intern demand, which is candidates of right quality first, because only then
stickiness
of the startup will build there, and they will go and tell more startups. Once more startups come in, then you can expand this thing also. So I think it was very important, and I think it was really a critical decision for us to take. That had I gone to a Tier 3 college and gotten that audience on the platform and served those audience back then 2012, without any skill filtering etc. to my startup customers,
वो बोलेगा यार यहाँ से अच्छा टैलेंट नहीं आता,
यहाँ से टैलेंट नहीं आता, तो वो बात नहीं खत्म हो जाती. पर हमने IITs टैप किया, और IITs में ब्यूटीफुल चीज़ ये है कि 4 साल का प्रोग्राम है, राइट? तो इंटर्नशिप बच्चा सेकंड ईयर में भी कर सकता है, थर्ड ईयर में भी कर सकता है, फोर्थ ईयर में भी कर सकता है, तो एनीबडी कैन कम, right? And for a lot of these roles, all they needed was smart folks, not really technically very in-depth folks and all of that. So the pool is the available quality talent pool is really large. Versus an MBA program जहाँ पे MBA 2 साल का होता है, 1 साल में इंटर्नशिप एनीवे कैंपस लगवा देता है, तो वहाँ पे नीड फॉर इंटर्नशिप प्लेटफॉर्म लाइक इंटर्नशिप वाज लेसर, राइट? तो दैट वाज अ स्टोरी बेसिकली, चेज क्वालिटी फर्स्ट, क्वांटिटी विल फॉलो.
मेक सेंस. आपने एक बात बताई थी कि जब आपका ब्लॉग था उसको प्लेटफॉर्म बनाने सोचा था 1 साल में बन जाएगा, लेकिन 3 साल में बना. और ऐसा बहुत सारे लोगों को प्रॉब्लम आती है. टारगेट इज ऑडियंस, हमारी टारगेट ऑडियंस इज यंग स्टूडेंट्स मेरे जैसे 20 22 25 साल के जो प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हैं. बिगेस्ट प्रॉब्लम इज कि एक टेक्निकल प्रोडक्ट कैसे को-फाउंडर कैसे लेके आए, और आपको 3 साल लग गए उस चीज को बनाने में. व्हाट वाज योर लर्निंग from that time? और अगर आपको दोबारा कोई चीज बनानी होती, how would you approach the same problem?
So I think the biggest learning, multiple things. One is if technology is going to be your core of what you offer, which is the true in case of International, कि is technology powered platform, it has to be in house from day one. है ना? And we tried to get it built with an agency and freelancers etc. But वो बात ही नहीं बन पा रही because the kind of interaction that you need, the kind of in it together kind of feeling that you need ना, कि हम तो सीख रहे हैं on real time, तो वो नहीं बन पाता because they are taking it as a project, exactly, but
ओनरशिप नहीं आप
ownership नहीं है उनका
क्लोजेस्ट टू कस्टमर, आप उनको कैसे फीड कर
exactly. So the whole the loop is so long. आप कस्टमर से बात कर रहे हो, फिर उनको कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हो, फिर वो कुछ और समझ रहे हैं, फिर वो आप देख रहे हो, फिर आपस में just very long. So I think if you think technology is going to be core of your business, then you need to have a technology team and co-founder with you in house from day one. तो एक साथ हमने उस पर स्पेंड कर दिया freelancers और एजेंसी वाला उस पर, फिर उसके बाद हुआ स्ट्रगल इन हाउस कैसे लेक बनाए इसको. Because you need to have a strong technical person who knows technology, can build it, and is willing to come on board as a CTO or a co-founder, because आपका पैसा तो है नहीं कि उनको सैलरी दे पाएं जो नहीं है. And that was the, I think, बहुत massive hunt हो गया हमारे लिए. But it's just very, very painful to find Vikram, who eventually became our CTO. And वो बहुत interesting story है.
क्या?
तो story है कि हमने so through the blog ना we used to run a contest called My Internship Story. ठीक है,
कि जो सबसे अच्छी स्टोरी देगा उसको हम ब्लॉग में फीचर करेंगे,
फीचर करेंगे और उसको 100 रुपये कैश प्राइज
रिचार्ज
मोबाइल रिचार्ज कराते थे. वो भी कहानी है. चलो, तो उसके थ्रू हम वी गॉट इंट्रोड्यूस अ पर्सन कॉल्ड अनुज कालबलिया. ही वाज वर्किंग एट NIT दुर्गापुर ग्रेजुएट, वर्किंग एट IBM एज एन एप्लीकेशन डेवलपर. बट उसको वही कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ से कोई प्यार नहीं था, बट ही रियली लाइक द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इंटर्नशाला. तो उसने वेबसाइट डेवलपमेंट ऐसे किया नहीं था, पर उसने बोला कि टेक्निकली आई एम स्मार्ट, आई कैन फिगर इट आउट, आई विल बिल्ड इट फॉर यू. तो मेरा एक IIT मेरा सा फ्रेंड था और एक वो था, वो दोनों पार्ट टाइम बेसिस पे उसको बना रहे थे. वो वही अगला 1 साल उसमें लग गया हमारा.
हाँ,
हम अभी लाइव करेंगे, पर वो
होता ही नहीं कभी.
होता ही नहीं है ना, बिकॉज एंड आई टेल यू द लास्ट लेसन दैट वी लर्नड in that journey. And then Vikram came on board as a business manager.
Huh.
He came to build the business side of Internanshala. But he was technically very inclined and technically very sharp. And he came and saw कि यार ये 2 साल से वेबसाइट बनाने की कोशिश कर रहा है सर्वेश, जैसे हो नहीं रहा है. And then he said, I'll take charge. And let me first do the product management. Now we understand this role is called product manager, but eventually he became the developer also. खुद से सीखा उसको उसने कोडिंग करना and super sharp. And then July 2013 he really took this project over and said मैं बनाऊंगा. And October 2013 the website actually went live. 5th October 2013. So December 2010 में blog live हुआ. October 2013 हमारा website live हुआ. Now the biggest learning I had was कि यार when you're building the first product, MVP क्या होता है? I remember the initial specs that I shared with the agency or the freelancers or the friend who were trying to help me, इतना लंबा था. Finally went live with this. There's so many features I was asking them to develop which are not even required. जैसे मैं बोलूँगा कि I wanted a college verification from day one, कि उनका रेगुलर email ID भी होना चाहिए उनके पास, कॉलेज email ID भी होना चाहिए और दोनों वेरीफाइड होनी चाहिए. Till date we didn't need that. So when Vikram came on board, he first thing he did was कि अरे आपकी लिस्ट है ना, इसमें से tell me what is the absolute essential thing that you need. And I think that's really important for a non-technical founder, because as a non-technical founder ना हमारी wish list बहुत बड़ी होती है ना. And while in reality what customers need is only this much. तो हमें लगता है कि बहुत सारे फीचर ऐड करवा दो, बहुत सारा सही बनेगा, बट आई थिंक इट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट टू कट डाउन ऑन व्हाट इज रियली एसेंशियल एंड बिल्ड ओनली दैट. एंड दैट लेसन हैज स्टेड विद इंटर्नशाला सिंस देन. सो 2013 से लेकर आज तक हमने कोई भी चीज़ सिर्फ बनाने के लिए नहीं बनाई है. आप प्लेटफॉर्म जैसे गूगल का होम पेज भी चेंज ही नहीं हुआ ना, ऐसा लगता है ना. तो हमारा प्लेटफॉर्म द आउटसाइड लुक्स वेरी सिमिलर टू व्हाट इट वाज 2013. ऑब्वियसली लॉट ऑफ इंटरनल चेंजेस हैपेंड, बट वी हैव बीन वेरी वेरी क्लियर अबाउट कि यार सिर्फ बनाने के लिए और बहुत सारे फीचर्स ऐड करने के लिए मत बनाओ, बिकॉज जस्ट बिकम्स अ वेरी वेरी ह्यूज टेक्निकल डेट फॉर यू टू कैरी इन योर प्रोडक्ट गोइंग फॉर. जस्ट बनाना ही नहीं है, उसको मेंटेन भी करना है. तो आई थिंक दैट्स वन थिंग दैट आई वुड शेयर विद एवरी फाउंडर, यंग फाउंडर, कि यार बी वेरी वेरी शार्प अबाउट व्हाट यू रियली नीड एंड बिल्ड ओनली दैट एंड बिल्ड इट इंक्रीमेंटली.
This is the same thing. So day before yesterday, I was with Mr. Aditya Ghosh, who is the co-founder of Akasa Airlines.
Sir.
So he was the CEO of Indigo. So उन्होंने यही बोला कि it's very hard, airlines, the reason why they were going bankrupt because they were not understanding the difference between need and a want. They were like कि customer को blanket दे देंगे, customer को headphone दे देंगे, लेकिन what the customer really want and what the customer really paid for was on being time,
Wow.
on being consistent, on being trust and other things. So this is very important.
Wow.
But तीन चीजें आ रही है. Number one, आपने शुरुआत में बोला था entrepreneurship is about being lucky at certain times. What was certain times when you felt most lucky?
I think throughout the journey, yeah.
हाँ.
Honestly speaking, वो IIT मद्रास ने जो email भेजा, क्यों lucky है ना?
Directly 36,000, 38,000.
हाँ, so I'll just narrate the story. So I was just went and told IIT Madras alumni cell कि ये blog में लिख रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
I didn't really expect much from them. I didn't really expect anything from them. I just told them what I'm doing, right? Because I was visiting IIT Madras as part of my research कि campus में internship का scene क्या है. So I met the alumni cell and I told them what it is. So next day they sent me an email क्या थोड़ा write-up दे दो अपने उसके बारे में and we'll publish it. And I thought they'll publish in a magazine, right? But what they did is took the write-up and sent an email to all 36,000 alumni.
हाँ.
We had 36,000 alumni were graduated, 18,000 members email ID था. And since 1961 जो पहला बैच ग्रेजुएट हुआ तब से लेकर कहाँ पर वो है क्या करने कोई आइडिया नहीं है वहाँ कुछ चाहते एग्जैक्टली है ना तो उन्होंने भेज दिया राइट एंड दैट email generated in so much companies and demand from companies about internship. Pure luck, hai na? Nobody planned for it. Vikram joining as a business manager and then becoming a CTO is a pure luck. That same email that went to alumni also resulted in that email from IBM saying that we want to set up a page on your website telling about our training programs, which funded the bill for next 2 years for us.
Biggest customer?
The first customer. And that email ended in somebody at IBM who was from IIT Madras, and he followed to his team, and they wanted to market the programs among students, and they felt the blog was the right opportunity. So I think, I think throughout the journey, luck has to play a massive role in your journey. अगर कोई बोल रहा है कि सिर्फ मेरे का, I mean, to that extent, getting married to my wife was the luckiest thing. It was an arranged marriage, and my father. In law came thinking I was still working at Aviva Life Insurance, my full-time job, and वही उनको बायोडाटा में गया हुआ था. He came and met me thinking I'm in a corporate job which is plush and set for a trajectory, है ना? And I already put down my papers and serving the notice period. And I told him very clearly कि मैं तो छोड़ दिया 3 महीने बाद मैं out of system हूँगा and I don't know what it will be. But he still took a chance on me. But the fact that my biodata went to him at a time and I was still working, and then I saw that let's say that this is an haki मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ job career, I'll do startup, and he was okay with it, and my wife was okay with it, and I married her, and she has been the biggest supporter of Internashala ever, right? Internashala, what you see, the iceberg, right? What you see is this, but the base is all in Ankita, my wife, and everything that you said in Internashala in terms of the way we develop content, the culture, the processes, all of that is something that I picked up from her, and this pure luck. They had it. It could have gone other way around also. And if you find a life partner who's not as supportive or as determined, as gritty as you are, your life can be miserable. So true. So true. So I think luck throughout the journey plays a role. And agar lucky nahi ho, so you can't become what you become.
Do you find certain things to increase your luck?
I think if I can go back in 10 years, right? I'm a very introvert person. And I'm very into myself. First think it from first principles, build it from first principles, read about it, etc. But I interact a lot less with the outside world. If I could go back 10 years, I would change that. Every week I would meet at least one person, right? Because that increases your luck area exponentially. Because you meet new people, you learn from them, something emerges. And this happens every now and then. Now I'm meeting every week, I meet 2-3 people, and कुछ business निकल जाता है कि यार ये interesting हो रहा है, ये interesting हो रहा है, इनसे बात कर लो, इनसे बात कर लो. I tell you, there's a bit of philosophy behind it. कि पहले मैं सोचता था कि on social media, there are a lot of people who show off, right? And who, are a lot more form than substance. And I used to deride them thinking, yaar, I work with these folks and दिखाने को है अंदर
कुछ नहीं,
fluff है, hollow है. Which is okay. But and I used to use that as an argument as to why I was not talking about my work as much as I should. I'm like, my heroes were Narayan Murthy, Ratan Tata, very humble, very introvert kind of people who don't really go and show off to the world. But I think today's time, for your own good, you need to meet as many people, as many good people as you can, because it increases your lux
Surface
surface area. Because then only you've seen the model, right? Lux surface, keep telling and doing wala model. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't, but I'll paste the photo of that.
There are people who do a lot but don't tell, and there are people who do a lot less but then they tell a lot.
Uh-huh.
But the right folks are right in the middle who do as much as they tell, or who tell as much as they do. And I think it's good for their own growth. It's also good for the world, because if the good people don't share their work, then how will others learn? Then they will learn from all these
Bad folks, yeah.
bad folks or so-called influencers, etc., who have the courage to put themselves out there, right? So I think it both for your own good and society is good. It's important that good people speak about their work more often. And I know it takes away time and energy, and you have to strike a balance, but it can't be absolute isolation.
जो आप अपना पॉडकास्ट करते हो उसमें सबसे I'm assuming that you don't do your own your research. Your team is doing the research on the other person. Is that true?
No.
You do your
Yeah, at International, I'm just so process oriented, and there's just internally there are a bunch of artists, builders. So we really take pride in what we do,
Right.
and which means we do it really to the perfection, right? So for each podcast, I do my own research. In fact, from last week onwards, I started writing my own invitation to the audience about why I chose this person, which our marketing team used to do, and I go beyond that. And not only I research a lot about the person and the company, I actually speak to the earlier team members. When I spoke to Hitesh, when I spoke to folks who have been in Nokia since for 20 years, to see what was the company like, etc. And all these entrepreneurs have come back and told me that they have been on several podcasts, but nobody had researched about the company or the person in as much depth as I do. And I do it myself. And it's part of because I really want to do a good job of, because somebody's giving me 45 minutes, 1 hour of their time.
you have to be respectful.
I do respectful, right? I really want to do a good job of them feeling कि ऐसा नहीं कि I came without any preparation. I'm asking questions.
PhD on their life if you're going.
PhD right? And they should feel कि ये question मुझे आज तक किसी पूछा ही नहीं और बहुत interesting question पूछा गया, right? And secondly, when I meet their team, it's also the same Lux Surface area वाला partner, because folks who've been actually behind the scenes for the last 20 years, they know a lot more about the business than the entrepreneur himself. And the kind of question that you can't ask the entrepreneur, you can ask the team, right? मेरे दो तरफ फायदा होता है कि guest feels valued and I learned a lot in that process. So all of that research.
मुझे एक कुछ ऐसे सवाल बताओ या ऐसे नजेस बताइए जो नजेस आप करते हैं, जो सवाल पूछते हैं, जिससे सबसे ज्यादा इंसाइट मिलता है.
So I think it really depends on the story, है ना? इस story में आपको जैसे for example, and this is where the research comes in the picture. You have to really pick up what is so peculiar about that story you want to ask about, and that essentially is so there's no one question, but it's what you find the most fascinating about that story. And I'll give you again a few examples. Jैसे Ease My Trip, है ना? Does a GMV of 8,000 crores, revenue of, which is a total booking value, revenue of 750 crores, and annual profit of about 250 crores.
Right.
है ना? You know what is it total people cost?
Very less, 200. I don't know.
50 crores. And the technology team, tech team bill is 30 crores. है ना? The startup like International and many of the startups have multiple technology bill. So I found it very fascinating. कि यार आपका इतना बड़ा कंपनी आप चला रहे हो, 800 लोगों का कंपनी, और आपका पीपल कॉस्ट बिल 50 करोड़ रुपए. How is that? And then he told me कि how going against conventional wisdom sometime is such a wonderful thing. For example, in उनका entire website is built on .NET technology. Now you should think, and हमारे यहाँ भी वो challenge था, हमारा PHP बना हुआ है, and every now and then developers will come and say कि यार React बना लेते हैं, क्योंकि React is new technology. Ease My Trip consciously decided to stick to .NET. They said, because the moment I moved to React, my technology bill would suddenly go 10x. First, because the React resources are a lot more expensive than .NET resources. Secondly, the moment I have React resources, everyone will start poaching them. But अगर .NET है, अगर मेरा पूरा प्लेटफॉर्म .NET पे बना हुआ है, चल रहा है, और .NET की इंडस्ट्री में कोई और हाई कर नहीं रहा है, my technology team will stick around. So I think you have to really identify what is really exciting about that story and ask a question based on that.
I see.
For Hitesh, I was really curious. It's been 23 years, 24 years, and what keeps him excited? He's seen it all, he's done it all, बना भी दिया है, invest भी कर दिया है. मतलब what is it? I wanted to understand that, because this is the journey that I want to live. कि purely learning based and you're learning something new every day. Ankur Warikoo is known for his really long questionnaire that he sends to applicants, and I want to understand his insight. Why does he do that? and what questions does he ask and what does he learn from that? So I think, and I started implementing that on my own hiring process right after that. Right? I think it really depends on the story, and from that story you ask what do you think is the most fascinating aspect of the story and why that particular aspect exists the way it exists, and that's a question that I sort of focus on.
आपने सिविल इंजीनियरिंग करी थी.
Correct.
दो सवाल. Number one, this is a fact that I heard from a lot of folks that IIT Bombay और IIT Madras के जो सिविल इंजीनियरिंग के प्रोफेसर हैं, these people are actually richer than the computer science professors because बड़ी कंपनीज आती हैं,
Absolutely.
वो बोलती है सर साइन कर दो, वेट कर दो.
So which का मुझे पता नहीं,
हाँ.
but they carry lot of weight. I have seen like CEOs of large construction companies or engineering consulting companies come and wait in front of a professor's room for half an hour, 45 minutes. The kind of pedigree and the knowledge that they carry is really deep. I don't know about other IITs, but IIT Madras, the civil engineering department is one of the top departments in the country. Gujarat में earthquake हुआ, so they were called in to inspect कि हमारे building codes में गलती थी या they were not followed, etc. There's a airport that was built in Kochi and the runway had a seepage issue, so they were called in. Sri Lanka में some major project was going on and they were called in. So I think they're really experts and they get a lot of industry consulting for sure.
So इसमें what were certain aspects that you learned about business from your civil engineering background? Were there certain things that you learned in your college about civil engineering that helped you build a company like Intern Chala?
The joy of building is what I really learned from my civil engineering degree. So in my second year, I participated in a bridge building competition. So where we built a truss bridge from aluminium channels. And we participated in competition, we won that. And then in our third year, we sort of, as part of our technical festival Shastra, we built a bridge, footbridge made of paper, a newspaper. And it was a really challenging project. And both these experiences helped me realize that I'm a builder at heart. Somebody who really enjoys creating something from scratch. And then when that comes to life,
it gives a different
joy. It's like you felt God, no? You created something from scratch. And I think that is something that has helped me become a better product manager at Intern Shala, because I really take pride in the product part of Intern Shala. When you use a platform now, it feels like somebody's really put a lot of thought behind it. Somebody's built it like an art. Somebody's the artist's mind. So I think if I, from a civil engineering, other than the problem solving and quant, which is common across all the engineering disciplines,
right,
I think the joy of building and taking pride in what you build is something that I learned from civil engineering.
Also, how much money did you had while you started the company? Do you think that level of small, financial cushion helps?
Three things. First, you should have a health insurance, because to start without having a health insurance of your own is a stupidity. Because you never know when you can fall sick and all the savings will go on your treatment. So it's stupidity.
The biggest factor in India जहाँ पर जो families हैं वो below poverty line आ जाती है is sudden health expenses.
So that's one thing that I think is very sure. I was very sure that I should have a healthy, sufficient health cover. Second is life insurance cover. Make sure that you have life insurance cover so that if anything happens to you, at least your family doesn't suffer. And third is plan your expense. यार मेरे पास भी 2 साल का runway personal expense का होना चाहिए, which includes your monthly expenses, one trip in a quarter with your family somewhere, and some gifts to the family, etc. So I think that's the kind of planning I had done before I started. I gave myself 2 years. 2 साल में इतना तो हो जाना चाहिए. I should start earning from the company. अगर नहीं हो तो फिर बंद करके वापस जॉब मार्केट में चला ही जाऊंगा. So that's the financial planning I did.
Also, tell us about the current market insights. Because you're running a job portal. आपको सब कुछ पता है कि यार यहाँ पर इस इंडस्ट्री में ज़्यादा हायरिंग होती है. These are the cyclical business. What are some uniquest insight about the job market, especially in India? That आप जब उनको देखते हो, एनालाइज करते हो, तो आपको एक गजब का इंसाइट, गजब का शॉक मिलता है.
To be very frank, job portal Intern Shala mirrors very closely the job market in India. But a very interesting fact that not many people know about an internship portal is it's a very recession-proof business. And especially a portal like Intern Shala, which has both the hiring part of it and the skilling part of it. So when let's talk about it from company side. When recession happens, layoffs happen, right? A lot of people who lose job will come to platform like Intern Shala looking for whatever opportunity they can find.
Right.
So that suddenly leads to a spike in our candidate traffic, which we can monetize through our courses, etc. Second thing is, a lot of these people become entrepreneurs.
True.
And when you become entrepreneur,
You need talent.
what do you need?
Interns.
Interns.
Huh.
So then they start hiring interns. When the market is bad, then companies are also very cost conscious. वो सोचते हैं यार एक फ्रेशर हायर करने के बजाय डायरेक्टली पहले एक इंटर्न हायर ले लेते हैं, उसको 6 महीने इंटर्नशिप करा के फिर उसको फुल टाइम कर लेंगे.
हाँ.
So वहाँ पे इंटर्नशिप में आता है. So when the markets are down, and maybe we are just only when you're only 2% of the market, it doesn't really, market movements don't impact you that much. But in some way or other, it always balances the business. It protects the business. है ना कि या तो कैंडिडेट साइड पे जंप आ जाएगा, where that tech business will take over, या कंपनी साइड पे जंप आ जाएगा जहाँ पे hiring business will take over. So it sort of acts like a balance. When the job markets are hot, right?
तब
Then
तो
it's anyway hot. And then companies are, candidates तो tech will take a hit because company बच्चों को job anyway लग रही है, so they don't need courses. But companies are so desperate for talent, they would use every platform, and they are willing to pay whatever they need to pay to get the right talent. So internship business का ये बहुत interesting aspect है कि it's like chocolates. Whenever the recession happens, chocolate businesses go up because people are gloomy, and they want to feel happy and they buy chocolates. So that's one thing that I've seen in last 12 years.
जो नाम की चीज है, so it's an amazing name. You're building in India for global markets and stuff. And I personally would want a name like this जहाँ पर इंडिया का भी फैक्टर और एक बहुत अच्छा इंटर्न चला. But does it restricts you? Because जब अगर मैं स्टार्टअप, तो मुझे ऐसा लगेगा यहाँ पर सिर्फ इंटर्न्स ही मैं हायर कर पाऊंगा, यहाँ पर मैं फुल टाइम एम्प्लॉयज नहीं हायर कर पाऊंगा. So वो परसेप्शन बिल्ड होता है कि how do you challenge that situation? What's the insight there?
This has been a question internally debate for last several years, ever since we expanded into skilling and jobs and everything, right? So when you and again in hindsight, if I could go back, I would have chosen a name which was generic. This Swiggy doesn't mean anything, right? It could mean anything. It could expand into anything, and the brand can expand. So वो भी you learn with time, and there are two aspects to it. And at the start of your business, having a very domain-specific name gives you a lot of advantage. So the moment I said when you're actually building internship platform, and I said I'm Internshala,
तो लोगों को सोचना नहीं पड़ता था. They were able to, पता चल जाता है, नाम से ही पता चल जाएगा क्या कर रहे हो.
so it really helped. But when you start growing beyond internships, so we built skilling.
लोगों को लगता है यहाँ तो सिर्फ हम जॉब के कोर्सेज नहीं होंगे खाना.
तो और अब जॉब्स भी शुरू कर दिया हमने, तो स्टार्टअप्स. एंड what we found is कि your audience will come for the main thing that you're known for, which is internship. But as long as your offerings are very related to the same thing, and they're able to have a good experience, and you're able to communicate with them, they will take up the other products also that you offer. So our skilling business, for example, we never, while you can think it should have been named something like Coursera or Udemy or whatever, an academy or whatever you want to call it, would it have had a different impact? But we never saw that. And our skilling business in India from the college segment is as large as Udemy and Coursera's skilling business in India is from college segment. Or similar lines. And so I think a lot of times this brand name is restricting you often plays in a founder's head. And you have to look at the data and say whether it's really that way or not. And what would have been the cost of it, right? If you were to offer this different product in a different name, then you have to run two brands together. अब एक brand build करना एक बहुत बड़ा fight है.
So true.
Simplest answer I can give is till date, I don't think it has hurt Internshala. We've been able to expand our brand because once the users use it for one offering and we tell them we have another offering, they're okay to listen to you.
बट अगर आपको दोबारा शुरू करना होता, बिकॉज यंग फाउंडर्स आर वाचिंग, उनके नाम में बहुत आता है, तो फिर आप जेनरिक नेम इस्तेमाल करते या फिर एक ब्रॉडर नेम इस्तेमाल करते?
I think definitely a generic name.
Not a niche.
But there also again, I'm just saying because as a founder, everybody asked me this question and it sort of got into my head कि यार maybe generic name.
इन्वेस्टर्स पूछते थे या कौन पूछता?
सभी लोग पूछते हैं, every media will ask me, my friends will ask me, my team keeps asking me this all the time, right? But honestly speaking, let's say my website was called Supertoons, and it got built as an internship platform. Internship was Supertoons पे. So then tomorrow, if I were to launch courses on Supertoons, would it have been any easier or any different? I don't know. Because eventually you sort of get to associate a product with something, no?
So true. हाँ.
अब Amazon है. You say Amazon is e-commerce, and you get to associate with it. So whatever new products they build, they're still primarily known as an e-commerce platform, right? And they have to do an equally good job of whatever products they're building under Amazon brand name for it to resonate with the audience and so on and so forth. So deferring to popular wisdom, I think yes. If I could have chosen a more generic name, but honestly, I don't know. And honestly, I haven't practically seen the impact of interns are restricting us from doing anything that you want to do till date. मुझे तो कभी ऐसा नहीं लगा.
एक बात और, जैसे हम जितने भी लोगों से मिलते हैं ना, मैं उनसे बोलता हूँ आपका बिगेस्ट चैलेंज क्या है? वो बोलते हैं यार सही टैलेंट नहीं मिलता हमको, और जो मिलता है वो भाग जाता है, थोड़े दिन बाद उनको सिखाने के बाद चले जाते हैं, उसके बाद जैसे कि सही कॉस्ट पे नहीं मिलता है. और स्टूडेंट्स ही बोलते हैं कि हमको सही नौकरी नहीं मिल रही यार, इंटर्नशिप लगा दे शिवांग, क्या ये करवा दे यार, नौकरी नहीं मिल रही, ये नहीं मिल रही. गैप कहाँ पर है?
गैप नहीं है.
क्या है?
दिस इज व्हाट मेक्स अस ह्यूमन. मैंने 2013 में सोचा था कि यार क्या प्रॉब्लम है, कंपनी बोलती टैलेंट नहीं मिलता, अच्छे लोग बोलते हैं नौकरी नहीं मिल रही. इट्स लाइक टू शिप्स पासिंग ईच अदर एट द नाइट, है ना, नॉट नोइंग कि एक दूसरे को ढूंढ रहे थे. बट एक्चुअली थिंक डीपली अबाउट दिस इज व्हाट मेक्स अस ह्यूमन. तो ई कॉमर्स और ह्यूमन में डिफरेंस यही है कि वी आर नॉट प्रोडक्ट्स. एंड आई एक्सपैंड ऑन दैट अ बिट मोर. कि आप ई कॉमर्स साइट पे जाते हैं, आप तो एग्जैक्टली आप क्या ढूंढ रहे हैं. आपको दूध का पैकेट चाहिए, एक गैजेट चाहिए, स्पेसिफिकेशन चाहिए, या एक फ़ैन चाहिए, आपने ढूंढा. और गैजेट का कुछ सही नहीं है उसके अंदर कि आपको घर पे आना नहीं आना उसको.
बिल्कुल.
गैजेट नहीं बोला कि यार मुझे पसंद नहीं आया शिवांक,
हाँ, मैं उसके घर पे नहीं चलूंगा.
हाँ. तो यू आर वेरी ऑब्जेक्टिवली कैन डिफाइन व्हाट यू नीड, एंड प्लेटफॉर्म कैन कम्युनिकेट दैट टू यू. You can objectify the products in parameters, and you search based on those, है ना? And the search is only being done by the one side, and they find that and they take it.
शादी की तरह नहीं है कि लड़की को लड़की पसंद आनी चाहिए,
और लड़की को लड़का पसंद आना चाहिए, और मामा चाचा को भी पसंद आना चाहिए,
फैमिली वालों को भी
पसंद आना चाहिए. तो I think this is what is human, which is why if you think what referrals work so beautifully, why? Because when referrals happen, these are certain aspects about the person and the certain aspects about the workplace, right? Which only a human can understand and can communicate.
तो उसको पता होता है कि यार ये मेरी ऐसी कंपनी काम करती है, और उसको ये भी पता होता है कि बच्चा कैसा है,
वो and which are not quantifiable, measurable in a very very objective parameters. फिर लगाया हो गया, which is why. So आप पूछिए ना,
हाँ,
why most of us have job paths? Why you could answer this question? Why do you see yourself 5 years is so difficult? Because nobody knows. As a candidate, I myself don't know what job I'm looking for. In the sense, I'll read through it. Maybe it makes sense to me. Then I go and meet the people. क्या vibe आया, culture के बारे में पढ़ा, घर से कितना दूर है ना? What all? Those are so many factors which just can't be defined. And company also says that I need a digital marketing person. But digital marketing में क्या यार? I want somebody to be very analytical and the right balance of copy, salary, उसका age भी इतना होना चाहिए, और फिर वो culturally fit भी होना चाहिए, उसमें hustle होनी चाहिए, सारा. So is there any way I can define Shivank in objective parameters?
very difficult.
Very difficult, because Shivank himself doesn't know. True. तो मुझे लगता है कि fundamentally the reason, and at one point I used to say यार we should build an Uber of recruitment. Uber में क्या होता है? आपने रिक्वायरमेंट डाली, 30 मिनट्स में क्या आपके डोर स्टेप पे. ऐसे आपने रिक्वायरमेंट डाली, 30 मिनट्स में आपको डोर स्टेप पे.
हाँ.
While we made a lot of progress in streamlining the process, etc., but then these are two humans trying to see whether they can work with each other or not. And that part is inherently very difficult and very two-way communication, interaction, and and each of these takes time. So it's not like एक प्रोडक्ट गए यहाँ थे वहाँ पे चले गए, right? So a lot of these things have to come together. this शादी वाली बात है ना. Aren't they good boys? Aren't they good girls? But if you ask a good girl, parents, they'll say अब लड़का नहीं मिलता, और लड़की के पेरेंट्स को लड़की नहीं मिलती. So it's just that it's just inherently very human. That the process is meant to be very subjective, and it takes a lot of time and effort. It has to click, and not a lot of it can be productized and made through technology.
यहाँ पे दो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बातें. आपने एक ह्यूमन वाला एस्पेक्ट बोला. Tell us certain things about human psychology that you figured, because आपने समझ गया ह्यूमन की प्रॉब्लम है, साइकोलॉजी वाली प्रॉब्लम है. साइकोलॉजी और ह्यूमंस के बारे में आपने क्या चीज ऑब्जर्व करी? आपने रेफरल बोला कि रेफरल वर्क्स हो, लेकिन बहुत सारे लोगों को पता ही नहीं कि what's the right way to ask someone for a referral and how does it work?
So referral is again a lot of research to be done at your end.
हाँ.
You need to really know who are you asking referral to, and उस पर research करिए, and why this person is the right person to be referred. You just blindly keep asking for referrals. यार मुझे connect करो, that won't work. Fundamentally, referrals work the best when the person who's asking for referral does a lot of homework at their end, right? If I seen Shivank hosting somebody on their chat show and asking a question that I think I have a view on, with that I can build an angle of personalization to the conversation
Right.
is when I can ask for referral. कि यार Shivank, you met person X
हाँ.
and he said this thing and we are doing this. I think it would be really interesting for them to know about what we are doing. Would it be okay for you to make an intro?
हाँ.
Because then you made the life of Shivank also easier. कि यार I don't have to make a cold intro. There's a context to the intro. Then the context is
very important.
very, very important, right? So that is a question to how to ask for a reference, which is right is so hard.
हाँ.
क्योंकि lot of time you say यार तू सोनी में काम करता है तू मुझे रेफर कर दे. ये just वो that's a very आपने उस पर बहुत बड़ा बर्डन डाल दिया.
हाँ.
या तो तुम बोल रहा है कि तू उस कंपनी में काम करता है, यहाँ पे एक जॉब ओपनिंग आई हुई है, उसके लिए मैनेजर ये है और ये तेरी टीम में काम करता है, तेरी टीम से क्लोजली तूने काम किया हुआ, तू जानता है किसको, तो मैं रेफर करा दे. Then you made your job so much easier for the person, no? You gave so much context. यार there's a particular opening and there's a person who's hiring for this role.
और मेरा ये रोल है, मैं भी मैनेजर का हूँ.
You make it easier for the referee to make the referral.
So true.
So अगर वो नहीं करोगे तो फिर वो नहीं जाएगा ना, वो बंदा तुमने आसान काम कर लिया, you did the easy job, क्या रेफर करा दो. But the hard part of the referral is to do all this homework and then make your ask very, very specific and very, very contextual. If you don't do that, then your referral attempt will fail, which is why the referral is not taken. It rarely scales. Now coming to what you learned about human, there are two things that I want to share here. One is all of us are incentive driven, right? Not policy driven. Right? And when I say incentive, it could be monetary incentive, it could be a social incentive, it could be an emotional incentive. But we really need to understand what is it that this person needs at this point in time. And it could be a positive incentive, it could be negative incentive. I'll take this away from you. So I think we're very, very incentive driven. And as a founder or as a manager, right? Or who are your stakeholders are, to understand their incentives and to align your ask with those incentives is very, very important. Just because I'm CEO, for example, and I say this should be done, while it doesn't align with somebody's incentive, we wouldn't get that. So I think we are very, very incentive oriented people. And this is something I learned from a friend who went into public policy. A lot of public policies fail because government thinks, like a lot of poverty projects fail, because they have misaligned incentives. हमें लगता है कि poor need rice and you go and teach them etc. But in reality उनकी life की जो reality है, क्या मुझे समाज में लोग क्या कहेंगे, I have to deal with that also, right? So a lot of times understanding a mismatch of what you think will drive them versus what really drives them is misaligned, and this is why a lot of these projects fail. So I think at every level you need to understand what is it that drives this person and whether those incentives are aligned with what you can offer and your value system. I think that's one thing that I learned. Second thing I learned is people love to do business with and like to work with people that they like, no matter how smart you are. If you rub me wrong way, I would not come and do business. So it will always be a friction. And I think, and that's something that again, a common point I've seen on all the entrepreneurs. They all agree that people do business with people that they like. And hence the whole element of humility, respecting others. You look at my house help, the way I talk to them is not different than the way I would talk to you or any team member. मैं उनको भी आप करके ही बोलता हूँ, and you never disrespect them. So I think it's very important for people to feel respected. People will forget what you gave them. People will forget what you did for them. But people will never forget how you made them feel. So you should make and which is the story of Internashala also. The interns felt empowered at Internashala. They felt they could really go for sky and they could make mistakes. And as long as they are being ambitious and showing the fire in the belly, there's a room for mistake and they are being ethical, they will be supported. So I think it's very important to make people feel valued and make people feel respected. Even if you disagree with them, disagree in a respectful manner. So I think there are two things that I think are really come to the top of my mind as to what is really important in human psychology.
आपने जो पहली बात बोली कि incentive align करते हो. So the closest context thing for me doing this podcast is to learn personally and then secondly democratizing this with larger audience जो 22 साल 20 साल मेरे जैसे लोग हैं जो कुछ बना रहे हैं. And I have no other incentive. I don't want a job. I don't want your money or something. What's the incentive for you? Second, जब आप दूसरे लोगों का पॉडकास्ट करते हो आपका भी सिमिलर ही होगा, आपको उनसे इंसाइट और लर्निंग चाहिए, तो ये हमारा इंसेंटिव है।
हाँ हाँ
बट सामने वाले का हम इंसेंटिव कैसे ड्राइव कर सकते हैं? कॉन्टेक्स्ट सेटिंग कि हम एक पॉडकास्टर हैं।
हाँ तो एज ए होस्ट आपने क्लियरली बता दिया कि आपको लर्निंग चाहिए, एंड व्हिच इज व्हाट माय इंसेंटिव आल्सो यार। आई वांट टू स्पीक टू पीपल हु हैव रियली डन इट एंड लर्न फ्रॉम देम, एंड माय अदर इंसेंटिव इज कि आई वांट माय कम्युनिटी आल्सो टू लर्न।
एग्जैक्टली।
दे फील इंक्लाइंड टुवर्ड्स इंटरनेशनल एज अ ब्रांड, तो मेरा इंसेंटिव सेट हो गया। अब गेस्ट के इंसेंटिव पे आते हैं। जैसे मेरा इंसेंटिव आज क्या है आपसे बात करने का। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल दिस कन्वर्सेशन, राइट, इट स्पार्क्स लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चन इन माय हेड आल्सो। वी ऑल लर्न इन अ कन्वर्सेशन, एवरी कन्वर्सेशन इज टू वे, इट्स नॉट अ वन वे knowledge transfer. So whatever question you're asking is making me also think. And next time somebody asks this question, I'll be more refined version of it. And second is the luck surface area, which I spoke about earlier. For last 1 year, I've realized that good people need to go and talk about their work more often. So your podcast will reach a certain number of people. I'm sure there some of them are entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
So they will learn about Internshala. Some of them may reach out to me for some business association. Some of them may start using Internshala platform to hire interns or full-time employees. Or some students may come to our platform and look for internships. So it helps my business also, right? So my incentive is to increase my surface area, right? So today I spent 45 minutes with you. So tomorrow if I reach out to you for a referral, कि आपने अपने podcast पे कितने लोगों को इंटरव्यू किया है, उन्हें मेरे से कनेक्ट करा दो. I have a right now. I invested that time in you, right? And similarly, I'm going to tell about my work to the world, and some of them will become my customers. It's my incentive.
लास्ट पार्ट 10 सेकंड में जवाब देना है, रैपिड फायर 10 क्वेश्चंस होंगे। व्हाट वाज योर लोएस्ट पॉइंट इन लाइफ?
The COVID was definitely tough, especially second wave of COVID was tough. Business was coming down, team was really struggling, and a lot of people lost family members, etc. So we were really, personally, we were down. The business that saw the peak it saw in the first COVID wave versus later.
What was your North Star in that point? What helped you come back?
So I think North Star is always what Dhoni says: control the controllables. So at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself this question: that am I doing everything that is in my control? And I'm doing it with full shiddat.
हाँ.
अगर वो आंसर का yes है, then you're बस ठीक है यार, है ना? वो होता है ना कि God give me the wisdom to change the thing that I can and accept the ones that I can't.
Yes.
तो वो एक प्रेयर है, हाँ प्रेयर है, वो तो वो बहुत सही है लाइफ के हर मोमेंट के लिए. इफ यू कैन से यार आई एम डूइंग माय बेस्ट, एंड उसके ऊपर भगवान के ऊपर है, तो आई थिंक दैट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड सेकंड वाज द सेम टेक्नोलॉजी प्लेटफॉर्म. 3 साल लग गए ना, तो बहुत लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स व्हेन आई फेल्ट कि वी वुड नेवर बी एबल टू बिल्ड द प्लेटफॉर्म. बट एवरी डे यू वेक अप एंड से यार चलो आज एक लीड है, इससे बात करते हैं, एंड you do what you can and hope for the best.
Personally, what was the best advice that you have received?
We are trying to build the enterprise business. कि startups use करते हैं platform, large corporates should also use it. And I was speaking to the founder of Darwinbox, and he said a phrase: insane amount of org-wide intensity for customer success. He said, unless this becomes your DNA of your organization across teams, you won't be able to build an enterprise business. Because enterprise customers are very picky. You need to go all out to win them and serve them. And if they have bad experience, they will never come back. And there are only a handful of them. And while we say users at the heart of everything we do is our value system, but this lens, this intensity with which everybody in the business needs to serve enterprise customer and build the product, customer service, success, delivery, marketing, all of that. I think that was a revealing moment for me. We think we are customer centric, but we really, for the enterprise business, customer centricity means something else, and we really need to take it a notch up. And there was one moment of revelation for me. I need to, and I quote that in every meeting now. I don't think we are showing the insanity that we need to show to make this customer succeed, and hence you will not win this customer, or we will not get this customer back, or we will not get the renewal. That is most recent advice I can think of.
They say कि you are the sum of 5 people that you surround yourself with. If you were back 22 again, who will those 5 people from the world, जिनको you would like to surround yourself with?
So there's a person, Kushu Pocha, who runs IndiaBloodDonor.com, and his story is inspiring. I would definitely want to surround myself with him. Dipinder from Zomato. He's been an inspiration from day one. Narayan Murthy or Ratan Tata, one of them, for the humility. Some of the professors at IIT Madras, Karthik Srivasan, he really taught me how to think from first principles. And fifth would be obviously my wife. I think these are the 5 people that I want to surround myself with.
Who is someone that you can call at 2 a.m. in the night?
My wife.
Apart from your family?
My friend Guitar from my IIT Madras.
Got it. Tell me some most impactful books that you have read.
The Fountainhead and then hands down. It changed the way I thought about the world.
I see. Is there some movie documentary series that you have recently watched which had some impact on your life?
Rocket Singh, Guru, all these movies are phenomenal for me. Yeah, but
How do you think India can solve the unemployment problem? Because this is going to be one of the biggest problems, especially in the world of AI, where the productivity is increasing. इतना सारा जो हम हमारे पास यूथ है, लेकिन बहुत सारा यूथ अनडायरेक्टेड यूथ है.
correct. Huh?
इस प्रॉब्लम को कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं?
I think definitely the political leadership has a massive role to play, where and a lot of work is also already happening in the direction of creating skilling. But most importantly, I feel, which is also happening right now, is for us to get our confidence back as a nation. We have been under slavery for 250 years. You remember the India, and the best example is Indian cricket team of 2000 and post 2000, pre-2000s. सौरभ गांगुली आया, उसने एक अलग ही टशन से आया वो. And before that we had Sachin Tendulkar, great player, but very down, and we want to assert ourselves. So I think, and today we need to feel that we at some point I used to be ashamed of our cultural heritage. We have been made to feel ashamed of our cultural heritage for so long, है ना? We feel that English movies are great. We feel उनका
गाना अच्छा है, ये सब अच्छा है.
and we see this movie Om Namah Shivaya that came and all of that. I have a very different take on Indian culture. I think I personally feel if all of us start believing in ourselves and that we really can create world-class stuff, which we can, but it's just that we don't have that confidence. We always look up to others. And अभी जो 5 नाम मैंने आप बोला उसमें भी जानबूझ के लॉन मस्क का मार्क ज़करबर्ग नहीं बोला, जानबूझ नहीं बोला. Because I think we need to really recognize that we have the capability. We used to wish gurus, not for the sake of it. We actually used to be. And you look at all that history that's coming out, and I think it's really true that what India has to offer to the world is amazing. And we ourselves, as a nation, need to start believing in it. Once that happens, I think everything gets solved automatically. If our youth starts believing that they can do great things, they'll automatically figure out the ways to get skilled, build companies, and all of that. So I think they're not three things: no skilling, nothing. Our youth needs to start believing that we really can change the world and go out and change the world.
What is one thing that you are teaching your children, or you want your children to learn from you?
I have been boys, and I think only thing I tell them is the only thing that I think I'm good at is working hard. I can work hard 18 hours, 24 hours, and I think if you work hard for anything for a long period of time, you will become an expert in it. I think I can imbibe that value system in them. You have to really work hard, put in the hours to achieve what you want to achieve. I think my job is done.
What is one thing that you really want to do but you're not getting time for?
Read books.
What's on your to-do bucket?
वो बहुत लंबी लिस्ट है. So because every time I come across a list online, मैं उसको save कर लेता हूँ. है ना? But reading books, that is something I'll go back to.
Thanks a lot. बहुत सारे सवाल है, लेकिन I'll respect your time. Thanks a lot. Really grateful.